YouTube, what is going on? Jake Asman here. Wanted to do a quick video reacting in real time to the breaking news that the New York Jets and wide receiver Jamison Crowder have renegotiated his contract, meaning Crowder will be a Jet for the 2021 NFL season. Before we talk Crowder, though, I do want to say please subscribe to my channel right here on YouTube, right below. If you subscribe, it helps me continue to have the opportunity to post Jet-related content in addition to the daily radio show that I do nationally for Sports Map Radio. So thanks to everyone who already subscribes, and thanks to those who are subscribing right now. And if you missed it, I did a 40-minute OTA breakdown video with Robbie Sabo of Jets X Factor on Friday. That has over 8,000 views, I believe, on YouTube. So Jet fans, check it out if you want more Jets OTA coverage. Now, as far as Jamison Crowder, let's talk about that, because the Jets and Crowder have finalized a renegotiated contract, and you knew this was going one of two ways. Either they come to terms on a deal, or the Jets were going to outright release Jamison Crowder. He was overpaid. He's a good player. I think if you watch the Jets the last couple of years, he's been like the only bright spot with Adam Gase calling all the plays and the disaster that has been the Jets offense. Crowder has played well. He's a good slot receiver. He's not worth $10.5 million. And in his contract, the money was no longer guaranteed. So the Jets had leverage, being like, hey, Jamison, if we don't come to terms on a deal, we could release you, and it's going to be tough to get anywhere close to that kind of money in the month of June when teams have already spent all their salary cap space. So the Jets had leverage here, and they used it. Now, we don't have the specific details of the contractual structure just yet. By the time maybe some of you are watching this video, it might have come out. The Jets reportedly wanted him to take a 50% pay cut. Now, did they get him to take 50%? I'm not sure. Sometimes when you get the initial number that comes out, you meet somewhere in the middle, right? That was the Jets angle being leaked to the media. I'm sure Crowder's side had a response. Maybe they met somewhere in the middle. But regardless, I think this is a great sign for the Jets. I tweeted about this on my Twitter at Jake Asman, and I encourage you to follow me there. And I tweeted it's a good move by the Jets and Joe Douglas, and a good move by Crowder to come to terms, give Zach Wilson as many weapons as possible. And then former NFL general manager and a good friend of the radio show, Randy Mueller, quote tweeted me, and he goes, "This is also telling me that Crowder believes in the Jets' plan. A renegotiated, reduced contract like this, if is a referendum on the program. You're right, Jake. Kudos to Douglas and the Jets." So not only do you get a good player back under contract, and I think we all can agree, even if Crowder's overpaid, he's still a good player, right? I mean, the Jets are in no position to be cutting good receivers when they have a rookie quarterback. We just watched Sam Darnold go through hell for 3 seasons. So best believe I was all in favor of finding a way to keep Crowder. But I think Randy's point is spot on. The fact that Crowder is willing to renegotiate his deal to come back to a team that's coming off a year where they won 2 games shows you that things are different with the Jets, and things had been different with the Jets under Robert Saleh since Joe Douglas hired him. You've seen that, right? You've had so many former players and current players come out and talk about, how the identity of the Jets is just different. The culture of the Jets is different, and that's because of the impact that Robert Saleh has already had. So this is good. Crowder gets to be a free agent next offseason at the age of 28, so he gets a chance to have a good year with Zach Wilson and then get a bigger payday next offseason, either by the Jets or another team. And obviously, the Jets had leverage because, 1, it's June, so there's not a lot of teams with salary cap space. 2, they have competent wide receivers already on the team, and that's something we have not been able to say about the Jets in years. The Jets have Elijah Moore, who's turning heads at training camp, plays a similar slot position as Jamison Crowder. You have Corey Davis on this team. You have Denzel Mims on this team. You signed Keelan Cole and were able to bring him in to add some weapons to this team. I'm not going to pretend like the Jets are, the 07 Patriots weapon-wise, but it's clearly the most talented group of receivers they've had in years. And they're in no position to be getting rid of Crowder. Could they have survived without him? Yes. And that's a testament to the depth they finally have at that position. But we've seen this with the Jets the last couple of years. A lot of injuries, right? Denzel Mims is dealing with injuries, during his rookie year. We've seen Corey Davis get banged up here at some of these OTAs. So you can never have enough good weapons. It's like the baseball saying, you can never have enough good starting pitching. The Jets are in no position to say, we're good at wide receiver. We have enough. No, you can always have more players. And Braxton Berrios is another name I should mention as a guy that is apparently playing well. And we've seen Berrios at times actually have an impact in the Jets offense. So they don't have the best wide receivers in the NFL, but they're certainly not the worst. They have depth, and bringing Crowder back, I think, is a great sign for this team. And, I thought Albert Breer made a really good point on Twitter. I'll read you his tweet. He goes, "Good move by Crowder. Would have been tough getting paid elsewhere in June, and his fit in Mike LaFleur's offense, given that Crowder played under Sean McVay in D.C., should be a good fit." Elijah Moore, Jamison Crowder in the slot with Zach Wilson, who has really good accuracy, really good intermediate passing capabilities. I think it's a good fit for the Jets. And then I mentioned it. You look at this offense, they're going to throw the ball to running backs out of the backfield. So you have Tevin Coleman. You have Michael Carter, who you drafted. They still like LaMichael Pirine. Ty Johnson's turned some heads, apparently, at some of these OTAs. And the only weakness that you could point to at the skill position level for the Jets right now is tight end. Stone hands, Chris Herndon's still there. We have no idea what to expect from him. They have Ryan Griffin. They have Daniel Brown. I think the guy to look out for at tight end is Tyler Kroft, the guy they signed from the Buffalo Bills. But the line is clearly improved. The receiver set is clearly improved. The running back position is clearly improved. And now it comes down to, the development of Zach Wilson and him taking that step as a rookie to show us Jet fans and show the Jets organization that he's the right guy, to be this team's franchise quarterback. And, getting it back to Crowder here for a moment, getting that kid, Zach Wilson, as many weapons as possible is definitely the right move. I mean, under no circumstance could the Jets act as if they had enough weapons. So overall, I think Jet fans feel good about this move, and it will be interesting to see what the numbers will be for Crowder when that finally does come out. But my guess is, just initially reacting to this, probably somewhere in the middle. Jets wanted them to take 50%. Maybe he ended up taking a 30% pay cut or a 40% pay cut. I think you also want to do right by Crowder, because let's be honest here. He's been one of the only few bright spots on this team the last couple of years, and guys in that locker room take notice to how you treat someone that's been there for a long time. I think it goes a long way towards the culture of the team, the locker room attitude towards the front office. If you take care of one of your own, Jets had leverage. They used that leverage, but it's good to see they still worked it out with Jamison Crowder. My name is Jake Asman. If you're new to my YouTube page, please subscribe below. Plenty of national content on everything going on in the sports world, but most importantly, plenty of Jets content as well. So if you're a Jet fan that has not subscribed yet, please do that. And you can follow me on Twitter. I'd love to hear your take at Jake Asman. Is where you can tweet me and comment your thoughts below in the comment section of this video. Have a good Monday, everybody. So long, and we'll talk soon. Go Jets.